Learners to Form 3 Mathematics, I would like us to practice on how to divide logarithms. Learn. In evaluations to do with logarithms, we normally write the number column, we have the standard form column, and finally we have the logarithm column. We normally make a table of this kind. I'm sure your teachers have taught you. So when you are at the logarithm column here, learner, here, there comes a time that you need to divide a logarithm. Suppose you get a logarithm like bar 2.4232 and you are meant to divide it by a number like 3. How do you go about this? Bar 2.428, 32 divide by 3. How do you go about it? That is what I want us to practice. So here we are. You are given this logarithm bar 2.4232 learner, and you are meant to divide it by 3. So how do you go about it? So the first thing is to check on this bar learner. Bar 2, is it divisible by 3? It is not. Bar 2 is not divisible by 3. And therefore, the first thing that you do is to introduce. You introduce a bar which is divisible by the denominator. Introduce a bar which is divisible with the denominator that you have there. For example, now let us take bar 3, which you can write as minus 3. Then you ask yourself a question, learner. What can I add to minus 3 to get this minus 2 here? Let me call it just minus 2. What can I add to this to get minus 2? So you ask yourself, minus 3 plus a small number y is equals to negative 2. So what can I add to my negative 3 there? Let us call it y to get negative 2. So you come and say y is equals to negative 2. Taking this to the other side, it becomes positive 3. And therefore y is equals to what line? 1. So therefore you will go and introduce what here? You will replace bar 2 with minus 3 plus 1 line. Minus 3 plus 1 gives us minus 2. So you are going to replace negative 2 with this, and we have done it here. So you continue, put a decimal line. Look at that. Put a decimal here just like this one. It's a continuation. Then you write 4232 divided by 3. I hope you have got that point. Once you get the number, so minus 3 plus 1 gives you minus 2. This one here, you continue with this decimal here, 0.4232 divided by that. From there, learner, things become easier. Separate this fraction through here. Separate it through there. So I can write it as minus 3 over 3. Look at that. Plus 1.4232 divided by 3. Look at that, learner. So by 3, 1, by 3, negative 1. Then you have plus. Divide this, learner. Dividing this, it will give you 0 point what is this? 4744. Like that. So from there, learner, you now talk of negative 1 plus 0. Look at that. Negative 1 plus 0 gives us what we call now bar 1. Point what? This decimal there. And there we are. So if we divide that over that, learner, you will get this. We go to the second part, learner. The second part is to do with bar 3.3648 divided by 2. Again, learner, you can see that bar 3 is not divisible by 2. So you introduce a bar which is divisible by 2. And then you ask yourself, what small positive number can you add to get bar 3 there? So suppose you introduce minus 2. Suppose you introduce minus 2. Then you ask yourself, what is this small number that I can add. What is this small positive number? By the way, this y should be a positive number. What is this small positive number that I can add to get minus 3, or to replace minus 3, which we are calling bar 3. So again, let us see. Y is equals to negative 3. Taking this to this side, it becomes positive. And therefore, in that case, you get a negative. So if you get a negative, you just ignore that and you go and pick another number which is divisible by the denominator. So, go to, we had picked negative 2. Go to the next, which is negative 4. What can I add to negative 4, so that I replace my negative 3? What can I add to negative 4 to get negative 3? So y in this case would be negative 3. Taking this to this side, it becomes positive 4. So y is equals to 1. And therefore here I've got a positive number. So I will replace my negative 3 with negative 4. Look at that. I replace it with negative 4 plus what? My y is 1. So this is my bar 3 or negative 3. Then you continue with the decimal. The decimal part was 0.3648. So 0.3648 divide by 2. So we have introduced a positive, a divisible bar. And therefore from there, you separate this through here. Separate it. Let me write it here. Separating, we will get minus 4 over 2. We are separating the fraction through here. Plus 1.3648. Divide by 2, like that. So you then cancel out like that. This gives you what? By 1 by 2 gives us what? It gives us 0.6824. And therefore, minus 2 plus 0 gives you minus 2, which we can write as bar 2. Look at this. Minus 2 plus 0 gives you bar 2. Point what? 6824. So this will be our logarithm. Go and practice on how to define the logarithms, especially those whose bars are not divisible by the denominator. Otherwise, I wish you all the best as you practice on that. Thank you.